What's good, my fellow GeoGeeks and MetaMappers? Spatial Ninja here, bringing you another episode of This Week in MetaMapping, where we cover all of this week's GIS and geospatial news. So let's jump into what we have planned to cover for today's episode. So we've got a variety of articles to walk through, including a fun little article to start with about mapping dinosaurs using reality capture. Then we've got a few articles that cover new data sets that are available to you all as GIS professionals. And then finally, we've got an article that will cover the new historical map topo viewer. So be sure to stick around for that article if you are interested in looking at historical topos and easily grabbing those topographic maps and bringing them into ArcGIS. And as always, we'll finalize and end this episode with our MappyMeme of the week. So before we jump into our first article, it would be great if you all could like and subscribe to our YouTube channel here, MetaMapping. This is where we post a whole variety of shorts and videos, including This Week in MetaMapping and how-to and tip and trick videos for ArcGIS. So be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can stay tuned to everything that we put out there. So let's jump into our first article here from GeoWeek News. Using reality capture to keep the Crystal Palace dinosaurs alive. So in London, a similar project has been underway for the last few months to create accurate 3D digital models of the famous Crystal Palace dinosaurs. You can see kind of an image here of these Crystal Palace dinosaur sculptures. This current project, which is undertaken by the Historic England, is led by John Bedford, who is a principal geospatial surveyor and team leader with the Historic England, and has led a team tasked with creating these 3D models of these dinosaur sculptures. So what are these Crystal Palace dinosaurs? Well, the dinosaurs, while scientifically inaccurate, are certainly historically significant as what are believed to be the first ever life-size models of extinct animals. It was commissioned in 1852, and the dinosaurs were sculpted by Benjamin Waterhouse Hawkins to accompany the Crystal Palace after it was moved from the Great Exhibition in Hyde Park to Crystal Palace Park in Bromley, a borough outside of London. So while not real dinosaurs, they are sculptures here that are actually life-size. Goes on to say that not all of these sculptures are dinosaurs, but they are prehistoric mammals. And the actual survey that took place, as far as the workflow goes, Bedford explains, it was a hybrid process of combining the use of laser scanners with photogrammetric techniques. So essentially what they set out to do was capture these point clouds and images of each of their sculptures so that they could create these 3D models out of them. So creating that reality capture or that kind of 3D mesh. And so how are these models going to then be used? The purpose of these models largely falls into two buckets: conservation of the edutainment, so I guess some education and entertainment. On the former point, it's similar to the myriad of other restoration and conservation projects around the world. These models provide an accurate digital record of the individual structures, which are used to plan and execute on restoring them to their original state. So capturing these kind of 3D models here and then looking at degradation and how they may restore these different sculptures over time. So here's kind of an example of one that they've created, which is pretty cool, using that imagery and point cloud. Beyond the conservation piece, these models have also been released publicly, so anyone around the world can interactively view them. Each of the structures models are housed on Sketchfab and can be accessed here. So if you're interested in taking a look at what they've put together, you can access the 3D models via this website and this link down here. So I thought this was just a very interesting, kind of fun article around leveraging reality capture, which we've typically seen for modeling cities and buildings. But in this case, they're capturing this reality capture for these sculptures to look at how they can restore these over time, since they are a bit of a historical piece to Crystal Palace here. So moving on to our second article from Geospatial World, TomTom Flow Labs, partner for real-time road network optimization. So now we're going to get into a few articles around some data sets that are newly available. So TomTom announced a new partnership with Flow Labs, a leader in transportation software specializing in AI and transportation data integration. So Flow Labs will incorporate TomTom's best-in-class traffic data into their AI applications that support transportation agencies with real-time optimization and insights for any road at any time. So the result of this partnership is an enhanced analytics platform that empowers transportation professionals and road authorities with data-driven insights to make critical transportation decisions at greater speed and ease. So essentially, this AI-powered platform provides live and retrospective indicators for safety risks, operational issues, and a variety of environmental impact metrics, helping authorities identify root cause of any transportation issue and informing decision making to resolve issues faster. So by integrating this real-time traffic data, the sensor information with AI and analytics, trying to detect problems before they occur or look for root causes of traffic-related issues. Quote here, TomTom's data enables us to generate unparalleled data accuracy and reliability, empowering powerful applications like traffic signal optimization and regional safety monitoring, including identifying high-speed corridors and crash hotspots with improved incident detection. So utilizing this TomTom data, Flow Labs can estimate what is really happening on the road quickly and at an affordable cost. So if you are in the transportation industry, maybe doing GIS in this space, or you've got other needs for some of this real-time data and insight around vehicle traffic, be sure to check out this new data set. Next kind of new data to cover is also an article from Geospatial World, and it comes from windy.com, who launches a global coverage of lightning monitoring. So Windy has launched global lightning monitoring in collaboration with nowcast.de, a German company that can capture lightning around the world with its Linnet Lightning Network, a state-of-the-art lightning detection system. So the main advantage of this new source of global coverage that nowcast.de is offering, with marginal exceptions in the ocean, which will be closed soon, combined with composite of weather radar and satellite imagery, is a very useful combination. So real-time lightning with this radar and lightning and satellite imagery. And windy.com, the app has implemented lightning monitoring in two of its most popular layers, which are weather radar and satellite images. Lightning is displayed in near real time. Depending on specific lightning, the data between the lightning on its display in windy.com varies from seconds to tens of seconds. So this kind of weather monitoring application, right, they've outsourced and are leveraging this nowcast.de real-time lightning feed. So if you're a user of windy.com, you'll see that in that application. And if you're interested in this real-time lightning feed, be sure to check out both nowcast.de and windy.com. It says here, finally, the lightning monitoring has a wide range of applications in all outdoor activities, sports, and hobbies. Windy users already have lightning monitoring available in both the app and on windy.com. So again, real-time geospatial data is something we're going to see more and more of. That includes traffic, that includes weather, and we can really leverage this data in our GIS mapping and either perform on-the-fly analytics or use it as a visualization layer in some sort of response or monitoring web application. Next article here from DM. We've got Smarty launches enhanced U.S. property data with 350 plus attributes, empowering better business decisions. So, Smarty, the address data intelligence leader, announces today the launch of U.S. property data product that has more than 450 property data points. Smarty's U.S. property data and address enrichment API includes financial, structural, and locational data to enhance business risk analysis and inform strategic investments. So this new data set, some of the key features here include over 150 structural data attributes, more than 130 current and historical financial data attributes, and over 60 locational and geographic data attributes. So it looks like this data set has taken a variety of additional data and enriched those property and address points. Quote here, the release of this U.S. property data makes Smarty a one-stop shop for business address data intelligence, says the CEO and founder of Smarty. We've embedded Smarty's U.S. property data with SmartKey, a persistent unique identifier that empowers businesses to have the most accurate and consistent data possible. So if you are looking for property data and business data within your organization, be sure to check out this Smarty data set and see if the data accuracy and all this additional property attribution that they've added will add value to your geospatial workflows. All right, moving right along here to our next article this week from Where Next magazine. Which is a response to a survey where CEOs may be underutilizing this AI capability. So as business leaders roll out AI adoption strategies, they're undervaluing one key area, according to a new survey by Fortune and Deloitte. While more than 75% of surveyed CEOs expect AI to automate manual operations and increase efficiencies, 31% expect it to improve risk management. But this is an area that AI and specific geo AI can really help that not a lot of CEOs are thinking of or looking at right now. So it says imminent physical risks like cracks in airport runways can be identified through imagery and object detection models. Future physical risks like property loss due to wildfires can be anticipated with historical data and predictive models. Investment risks like building retail sites in unprofitable locations can be simulated by analyzing product sales and variables like customer demographics. So a variety of use cases here for looking at risk detection with AI. A modern GIS technology like GeoAI, which detects and forecasts patterns in any kind of spatial data, imagery, weather, asset locations, buying patterns, and more, can help with this risk management. It says here, in another example, a global energy provider uses drones, imagery, and GeoAI to spot offline or damaged solar panels. With near real-time feedback about which panels need servicing, operations managers can calculate the cost of repairs, direct repair crews to the affected panels, and keep productivity loss to a minimum. So looking at real-time issues for these solar panels and then proactively sending field crews out to fix any issues. So by pairing AI with GIS, leaders can understand the reality of shifting risks, seeing not only what is happening now, but also what could happen and where it could happen. It's an application of innovation, of innovative technologies that executives shouldn't ignore in the new era of AI-assisted business. So AI is still a kind of new trend within the GIS space. Lots of new applications coming online every single day, from things like ChatGPT, as well as other machine learning applications in the GIS space. So it'll be interesting to see how GIS is really leveraged within this overarching AI space. Risk management, risk assessment is definitely one of those use cases for GeoAI. Our last article comes from the ArcGIS blog and is just a mention here of the Historical Topo Map Explorer, this new viewer application that's in beta. So the USGS Historical Topographic Map Explorer is getting an update, and you can try this out, the new beta version here. So the USGS has always had a rich history of creating exquisite topo quad maps. These topo maps are available in a digital library spanning 125 years. The Historical Topo Map Explorer provides a visual way to search and explore these thousands of maps via geographic extent, publication year, and map scale. We can see kind of a preview here of this new viewer. So with this viewer, you can create different mashups. You can bring a lot of these data sets into your current GIS work. You can do things like compare and contrast these topo maps over time. They can be downloaded and brought in as GeoTIFFs into ArcGIS Pro, or you can directly stream these maps in as a web service into ArcGIS Online to be used within your web mapping. You can also look at these maps on a mobile device. So pretty cool. I've used this historical topo map viewer many times over the years. It is a bit outdated, so great to see that it's getting a new revamp here, and that application is now in beta. So if you're a user of these topo maps, be sure to check out the new beta application, and I'll be sure to share this link on our Twitter account or our X account. So speaking of X.com, formerly known as Twitter.com, let's jump into our MappyMeme of the week. Here we can see this MappyMeme from Matt Malone. Wi-Fi when you build your GIS app and Wi-Fi when you demo your GIS app. Being somebody who has built lots of GIS applications over the years and given live demos plenty of times, I can relate with this MappyMeme. Everything seems to be working properly when you're building it and testing it, and then you go to show it to somebody or demo it, and it either doesn't work or seems like you're hitting slow broadband speeds, latency issues, or your Wi-Fi goes out and it just doesn't work at all. The curse of the live demo. A comment here. Yep, completely agree. So let's go ahead and like and reshare. So speaking of live demos, I will be at the Esri IMGIS conference this week. This is a annual conference for those that are in the infrastructure and engineering industries. And so if you're interested in seeing the latest and greatest in what GIS and ArcGIS has to offer for these industries, a bit too late to register for the event, but be sure to check out the live stream of the plenary and some of the other sessions, and you can also sign up for some of those recorded sessions. So I'll be sure to provide some updates throughout the week on how the conference is going, so make sure to follow the MetaWorld Maps Twitter account or my personal Twitter or X account at Spatial Ninja. And so with that, this has been this week in MetaMapping, where we cover the latest in GIS and geospatial news. Be sure to check out our Meta World Maps website, and make sure you all are following us on x.com. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, and the MetaMapping YouTube channel as well. And as always, stay mappy, my friends, and we'll see you on the next episode of This Week in MetaMapping.